Ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 46-yard line. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. 1, 2, 4. Back. Slam.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10 is Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. 44.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
I'm going to hit you.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. First down, Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Hustle. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Army.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edge. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clinton McDonald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 39, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Roethlisberger now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get it to Drake, running left. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Here we go.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, Delta. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Rodney Gunter. Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. No. Slam. Slash it good.
Now Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he finds McDonald. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Connor, trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Watch 30. Watch safety creep. Watch safety alert. Safety's creeping. 50. Hey, Charlie.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Murray, one final try. Open man is Kirk, complete. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.
16.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on